Audra McDonald, a Broadway legend in her own right, has made it clear that she isn't interested in fueling rumors or feuds, especially when it comes to fellow veteran Patti LuPone. In a preview clip aired on May 29 by CBS Mornings, McDonald responded gracefully to LuPone's recent comments that suggested the two are not on friendly terms. Sitting down with Gayle King, McDonald appeared calm, poised, and uninterested in engaging in negativity. "That's something you'd have to ask Patti about," she told King, addressing the comments head-on. "You know, I haven't seen her in about 11 years just because we've been busy just with life and stuff. So, I don't know what rift she's talking about, but you'd have to ask her." Her words were carefully chosen, indicative of someone who wants to rise above the fray rather than escalate any drama. Her statement also subtly pointed out the long period of time since they last interacted, suggesting that whatever tension may exist, it hasn't been an active issue in over a decade. The drama stems from a New Yorker profile of LuPone published May 26. In it, LuPone, 76, is quoted saying McDonald is not a friend, adding that the two had a falling out long ago. However, she refused to elaborate on the nature of the alleged rift. When asked about McDonald's social media support of a post accusing LuPone of racial microaggressions, LuPone bristled. "I thought, you should know better. That's typical of Audra. She's not a friend." The comment raised eyebrows across Broadway and social media circles. Many noted the pointed nature of the remark, especially in an era when public figures are increasingly held accountable for both their past actions and current words. In a particularly telling moment, The New Yorker's Michael Schulman asked LuPone about McDonald's performance in the latest production of Gypsy. Schulman described LuPone's reaction: "She stared at me, in silence, for 15 seconds. Then she turned to the window and sighed, 'What a beautiful day.'" The exchange went viral, not just for its drama, but for what it revealed: an icy pause and an evasive answer, both of which hinted at deeper, unresolved tensions. Still, McDonald has taken the high road. In her previewed CBS interview, she refused to take the bait. Instead, she emphasized time, life, and a general absence of animosity on her end. Her non-confrontational stance has been praised widely. The two actresses, of course, are not strangers to one another. They've shared the stage on more than one occasion, including in the 2000 concert version of Sweeney Todd and the 2007 LA Opera production of Rise and Fall of the City of Mahogany. Both productions were met with critical acclaim. McDonald, currently starring as Rose in Gypsy, has once again secured a Tony nomination for her performance. The role is one steeped in Broadway history, and one LuPone herself played to great acclaim nearly 20 years ago, winning a Tony for it. It's a compelling narrative, two legendary performers, one iconic role, and a complicated, now very public, history. LuPone, who also won a Tony in 2022 for her performance in Company, remains a towering figure in American theater. Her reputation is built not only on her extraordinary talent but also on her fierce outspokenness. She's never been afraid to speak her mind, whether about theater etiquette or colleagues. McDonald, by contrast, is known for her elegance, grace, and refusal to engage in public disputes. Her Broadway resume is unmatched, and she holds the record for the most Tony wins by a performer, with 6 awards to her name. Their contrasting temperaments, LuPone's fire and McDonald's calm, have only added intrigue to this unfolding drama. Still, for all the attention, McDonald seems determined to keep the focus on her work and not the gossip. Her comments to CBS reflect that priority. Her demeanor suggests a desire to stay grounded, keep working, and let others speculate if they wish. As fans wait for the full CBS interview, airing June 3, anticipation grows, not just for more clarity on the alleged feud, but also for a deeper glimpse into McDonald's mindset during such a high-stakes moment in her career. The Tony Awards, airing June 8, will likely be another chapter in this narrative. Whether or not the two actresses interact or even cross paths during the ceremony remains to be seen. What's certain is that the theater community will be watching. More than just a spat between stars, this moment underscores deeper conversations around race, legacy, professionalism, and generational shifts in the arts. Social media users have already taken sides, with some defending LuPone's candor and others applauding McDonald's restraint. Hashtags like hashtag Team Audra and hashtag Broadway Queens have trended intermittently, turning a private conflict into a public spectacle. But at the center of it all remains a truth about show business. Fame, accolades, and talent don't insulate anyone from misunderstandings or unresolved tensions. McDonald's decision to not retaliate in kind may not answer every question, but it does send a message. And sometimes, silence, or gentle diplomacy, speaks louder than any comeback. As for LuPone, her next public appearance may offer her another opportunity to explain, or not. She's nothing if not unpredictable, and fans will certainly be listening. Meanwhile, McDonald continues to receive rave reviews for Gypsy, bringing nuance and power to a role already embedded in Broadway's history books. Her nomination marks yet another milestone in a career filled with them. It reminds audiences that, beyond the gossip, she is one of the greatest talents Broadway has ever seen. With June 8 approaching, all eyes will be on the Tonys, and perhaps, quietly, on two women whose shared history has suddenly come back into the spotlight. Until then, Audra McDonald continues to walk a